Alright y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm still looking for a name for the channel. Thinking about always living life, heads up, are some of the names that I've thought about. If you watched the last video, you know I said something about having some highs and some lows. Well, to tell you the truth, I've been having more lows than I have highs. Not that my life sucks or anything, I've just been depressed. And you can feel totally alone in a room full of people that know you by name. You can be that person standing right there beside them. That's their friend, family member, or whatever. And if you're not really paying attention and really know that person's inside and out, you don't know what they're going through. You don't know their mindset. And I just encourage you to pay attention to one another. You know, say an encouraging word to somebody, even a total stranger that may look like they're down and out. Just be nice to each other. I know in this day and age it's hard to be nice to some folks, but look, just be nice. If you're somebody like me that had gotten down low and felt like you was all alone, and maybe you are. I have Hillbilly. I would talk to him and stuff, but I wouldn't tell him everything. He's got his own life problems and all. I wouldn't burden him with everything. But if you're looking for somebody to talk to, if you're depressed and are suicidal, there is a number you can call. The number is 988. That sends you to the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline phone number. The number is 988. Look on their website. You can, if you don't want to talk, you can text them, message them. There's a bunch of different ways to get a hold to them on their website if you look it up. Don't be scared to reach out and talk to somebody. And I'm not just talking about your friend. Yes, it's a total stranger. But talking to a total stranger that knows nothing about me has helped me more than talking to Hillbilly for 10 hours straight. I'm telling you, it's because I always hold back something from Hillbilly because I don't want to lay all of my burdens down on him because he has his own burdens. Maybe your parents are never home and you're there by yourself all the time, and maybe stuff at school's going on. Whatever the case may be, it's never bad enough to take your own life. A life is the most precious thing in the world. I mean, it's way more precious than gold or silver or anything worldly. Thank you, Blue Jay. One of the things I'm trying to do in my day-to-day life is be more positive. Be more positive, have a better outlook on my whole day. Write down 3 things good that happened that day. To now, I am trying to find something good every hour. And it's not hard to do. It really isn't. Whenever you quit thinking negative all the time and you think positive, you see more positive. Whenever you're down and depressed and feel bad, you think bad. You think, ugh, all the time. I mean, like right now, I don't know, but my ribs are hurting, you know? But I could be like, oh, my ribs is hurting, my ribs hurting. Hey, you know what? My ribs is hurting. You know what that means? I feel that. You know what that means? I'm still alive. I'm still kicking. But anyway, so what I'm trying to do is have a more positive outlook. And I hope that comes over on my videos, like what I say on them, how I act on them, my editing, you know, everything. I hope that whenever you watch one of them, you're not like, man, he was just griping the whole time, you know? No, I don't want that. But I am not going to lie to you about something. And you'll see in this video, if I don't like something, I'm going to tell you I don't like it. When I asked for comments and stuff on my videos, I really would like the comments because, like with this top, I really don't know. Am I right? Should I have got a better job for the money? Or was I wrong and I got a better job than I paid for? I mean, come on, y'all. Let me know. I really don't know. I really want you to, I really want the feedback, y'all. Y'all don't forget to like and subscribe to the videos. My goal is at the end of the year to have 1,000 subscribers. I'm a little over 500 now, and I'm hoping to make it to 1,000 before the end of the year. I do have some video on this thing, being that it has grown just a little bit. Y'all get to see that later on. I'm a month or so behind on my editing, but I'm getting back to it. I hope everybody is having a good day, and maybe one day I'll get to see y'all on a trail or in a mud hole somewhere. Enough talking, let's get this party started. Welcome back, y'all. It might be a little hard to hear me. I got a fan on in the background. I'm gonna be working on my Mahindra. Got me this piece of plate. I'm fixing to cut it and make my own top for it. I know I could go to Diesel Freaks and buy one, but I want to build my own. Later on, I want to be building bumpers and all for it. Same thing. I could buy them probably cheaper than I can make them, but I just want to make them. I just want to, one, see if I can do it, and two, see how strong I can make them. If what I can make will handle my kind of use. I want the roof to where the windshield comes up and under and overlaps, and it's not like my bikini top. It's not running water right down on top of your knees and all in between the windshield and the roll bar. But anyway, let's get this party started. Alright, no, I'm not going to leave it flat like that. Let's put some more in the middle and V it. You know, like a rooftop, just a tad, just a little. It's got to come up some more. And I'm going to take the edges here and cut it to where it comes down like this. And these, where they come down, the sides, where they come down like this. So the sides will be like this, the front will be like this, the window open and shut. It's going to be bolted. It's going to be bolted to the roll bar. I've put a line down the middle. I've heated it just a little bit. Let's give it just a little bit of a crown to it. I'm gonna heat it a little more. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah. You say, well, it's the chains pulling up on it. Yeah, it is right now, because I'm gonna heat it just a little more right up in here and get it to go a little more. But anyhow, let's keep plucking away at this thing and see if I can make it look something like a roof. Alright, I had to delete some video. My camera had run out of storage. But anyway, still got a little more bending to do. Ouch, that's still hot. A little more bending to do. You see what I'm going for? Kind of a sun visor in the front look, and then over here on the sides, I'm going to fold them down like the front. But there's about the angle I want in the front. Like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing as far as cutting these angles and stuff to make it look right. I'm just going to have to cut and grind and probably add some in. I'd cut this one here in the middle, and I'd cut it too little. Well, then I cut some more and I still had it too little. Then I cut some more and I had it too much. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna bend it till it shuts, or if I like it right there, I'm gonna set it back on top of the Roxor and then we'll see. But anyway, she's coming along. It's looking pretty much like what I wanted it. So let's see what we can do tomorrow. It's not perfect, but it's good enough I can weld the gap. I'm kind of like them old boys on Cars and Cameras. I'm a certified gap welder. So if I can make a gap, I can weld a gap. Alright y'all, just made a trip to the feed store in a pouring down rainstorm. But anyway, got to use the windshield wipers, and the windshield has just a little bit of moisture on the inside. Before, with the rain that we just had and all, let's see, it's that little bit of moisture. I mean, you can see plumb through it. It ain't nothing to cry about. Probably about a mile and a half one way to the feed store. I'm 100% satisfied with it. I guess because it's made out of such thick, heavy stuff, it don't have hardly any rattles to it. And let me see how thick it is. Yeah, there's a piece of cardboard, and there's the metal. I still, like I said, I've just got it tacked together on the inside. I haven't finished bending the front, welding up the middle, or any of that. And I had very little leaks in the front. Got overhang. Whenever I build the back, it'd be metal here instead of wood. And it will bolt to the roll bar. It don't look as pretty as I wanted it to, but it works better than I thought it would. I just went, this is a light blue shirt, and you can see the wet spots. I got a little wet getting out and getting the feed, but with that bikini top that I had on there, I'd be completely drenched. I mean, just like you took a shower with your clothes on. But I mean, this light blue shirt, whew, big old belly. This light blue shirt would be it would be dark like this all over if I was wet. But I'm very pleased with what it done. It's about a mile and a half to the feed store, a mile and a half back. It was raining pretty darn good. Straight right about there, and then it gets real bad. Let's see what we can do. That's better. Alright, there's the after. It's not 100% perfect. Time you bounce off of a few trees, it's not going to stay straight no how. Okay, it's been months since the last time I videoed anything for YouTube. But I was out here working on this and thought, being I already had the video started, I would try to finish this one off. So here's the progress I've gotten done so far. I've still got to straighten up my lines going across the top. I didn't cut it straight, but This is the way I want it. I want it to where I can bring my windshield down, up and down, without having to mess with the top. Look here. This one was perfect. It's right where I wanted it to be, nearly flush with the bottom of the roll bar. We got these three bolts in it. I had my lines pretty straight down through here, and the darn thing during a storm, it fell and bent it real bad, so I got to straighten that up. And like I said, it's been so long since I've done anything, it's gotten really rusty. I got a wrap for the top of it. It's exactly what I told them I wanted, but I didn't realize that wasn't what I wanted until I seen it in person, and I'd already paid half of it down, so it's still going on top. But maybe I can get somebody to design what's in my head instead of what I'm telling them. I don't really communicate well, so it's exactly, I mean, they made it exactly what I told them how I wanted it or whatever, but yeah, it don't have the look I wanted. All right, y'all, I'm back out here. Made these cuts the other evening. The cutoff wheel, I didn't make them straight. I found the highest points. Took my splat edge, and I've marked in white where I need to grind them to. I'm going to take a regular old grinding wheel or a flapper wheel, one or the other, and smooth that out. I'm going to round this off. I got to cut this down, make it the same as this one. And there's a dent right there and a dent in the back I got to fix. All right, y'all. Got it sanded down. Got it loaded up. My oldest daughter helped me get this heavy son of a gun loaded last night. And now we're off to get it wrapped. I don't know how long they'll keep it. I don't know if they'll be calling me this evening. I know nothing about that part of it. See what I was talking about? Right there. It's not perfectly straight. But hey, I hit a tree or two. It ain't gonna be straight no matter who built the thing. But you can see, I mean, it sets down on the bed pretty well flush on both sides. So when it's on there and bolted up, it takes a lot of the kinks and quirks out of it. But anyway, off to get this thing wrapped. Catch y'all later. I want to show y'all what I got done. It's been kind of a long, drag out process. Half of me is tickled to death and the other half is like, ugh. So y'all hit the comments and all and let me know. I don't think this is a good professional type job. That's just me. This is the first time I've ever had anything wrapped. And I'll tell y'all what happened and walk y'all through the things I don't like about it. Plain and simple. To me, it doesn't matter if it costs $500,000 or 5 cents. If a person's going to do the job and get paid for it, they need to do it right. Most especially whenever they're supposed to have years and years of experience in doing this kind of stuff. And when a customer comes to you and point blank says, I have no experience in this, how does it need to look whenever you get it? And you say, oh, you know, it just needs to be kind of clean, painted or primered, you know, just kind of a smooth surface. It ain't got to be perfect. Well, then don't tell them after they're done paid for it, man, you should have made this like glass. It should have been perfect. It should have been just like you was going to paint it and do something for SEMA or something, you know. I mean, don't. But anyway, I mean, you can probably tell I'm kind of aggravated with it, but it's one of them 2020 kind of deals. 20 feet, 20 mile an hour. It's all right. Whenever you get to looking, it ain't all right. But anyway, anybody that watches this has ever done a wrap, tell me what you would have charged for this. And maybe I'm just wrong, and maybe they done me a good job for dirt cheap money, but I don't think so. Here it is, boys and girls. First thing I've ever had wrapped. Y'all seen earlier in the video me building this thing, not knowing how to bend the metal properly and stuff like that. I mean, that is not any of my gripe. Anything that I did as far as like the low spots in the corners, come on, don't focus on my fingers, but my low spots in the corners, that's not what I'm fussing about. What I'm fussing about is all these wrinkles. Now like these, this is what I was talking about. These are little dents and stuff that the pipe wrench left in it, the jaw marks. If I'd have been told that I needed to sand it down flush or put putty in it or whatever I needed to do, make it good and smooth, then I would have done it. That would have just helped on the looks. But all these wrinkles all through here, and oh, there's some more right there. And like right here, it's a big wrinkle right there on the corner where they cut the red and the white and overlapped it. I don't know if you can feel that. Now the dang wind's gonna start blowing. Another thing is, they measured it. As a man and woman works there, they both measured it. I took it up there beforehand, and so they could order the wrap. They wanted $200 down before they'd even order the wrap. They mismeasured so bad that it wouldn't even reach down to the sides. It's a 1/2 inch on each side. So they called me at work one day and told me what's going on. I was like, look, I want it the way I want it. You know, I told you the way I wanted it. Well, what about a border? What about this? What about that? So I agreed, being this tan colored vehicle and all that, I agreed to the tan border on each side and some lettering. I said gold or white, whichever one shows up the best. Well, they put gold on it. Of course, you can't hardly see it, but it says, "In God We Trust." It's on this side. Okay. The lettering is already coming off. I've had it about 3 weeks. And well, right there, I don't know if you can see it, but this D, it's not even, I could take my fingernail and pull right off. But anyway, the lettering's not stuck on that worth a flip. And like right here, it's already peeling up off of here. And if you look, come on, focus. Yeah, mismeasured again or something. And so they just put a little strip right through here, like a little bandage strip, you know, like, I don't know, can you see that? That's tan on top of tan and red because they didn't cut it right. But yeah, you see that? It's already peeling off. I'm not going to take it back because I don't need drama in my life right now. So I'm going to just say, look, don't take your stuff to Ultra Shade if you want a decent job done. Because this is the second time. My daddy had bedliner work done and they did him dirty. But look, like this here. Didn't even pull it or measure it or lay it out right. So you have bare metal, which is painted black. You have bare metal at the end of the wrap there. I don't know if the sun's going to let us see it. If not, I'll turn it around. But on this side, they have lettering down this side. Can you see it? It says these colors don't bleed. I told her I wanted run, and she done bleed on her own. Yes, these colors do bleed. That's why the red's on the bottom and the white's on top, because the red symbolizes blood, and you don't want it running down on the white. So yeah, the color bleeds. Every time our men and women die doing service for our country, yeah, our colors bleed. So yeah. Anyway, this here is a different thickness than down here. I know. I put a tape measure on it. More letters that are coming off. The N, the D, you know, just on and on and on. This D, you know, we just done the same thing as see. I mean, just touch it and it falls off. Done the same thing as over yonder on the front, on the other side. But this side, instead of making it come right to the middle and cutting it, or putting a band-aid on it like they did the other side, a little strip right there, they didn't do anything. And as you can see, it's already peeling off. But wouldn't recommend this company. It cost me over $400 to get this done. And like I said, I'm about 15-20 feet away right now. It looks pretty good. I'm happier with it than what I thought I would be, because when I seen it on the roll, it was real grainy and ugly looking. But when I seen it on the metal, it was more what I wanted. So cost me nearly $450. It took them, like, once they got to work on it, it took them a day to put it on and figure out that they had measured wrong and got the sides a ½ inch off on each side. Then it took them a whole nother week before they ever did the trim on the side. So anyway, if I would have bought the route myself and done it myself, I would have expected these types of results. Wrinkles, bubbles, it not on there straight, or not really not on there straight, but not lined up from front to back right. Just different little things. I don't know. Maybe when you do something so long, you just get complacent. Maybe it's just because they're the only person in this little old town that I live in that does it. So, you know, they gonna get business no matter what, just because people like me don't want to take the time to go an hour out of town to drop something off, and then an hour out of town to go pick it up. That's 4 hours, 2 hours going and 2 hours coming. But I would have probably been better off. But like I said, it's over and done with now. I guess I'm just here to rant. I'm not pleased with it, but I am. I like the way it looks better than I thought it would. Because like I said, when I seen it on the roll, it did not look that much like paint. It looked real grainy and just funky looking. But yeah, it's there and done. And what they say, live and learn, die and forget it all. So that's what I'll be doing.
That's all, folks. I'll catch you on the flip side.